edition of Pitch and Switch. Today we're going to be talking about coffee creamers. A lot of people in America love to start their mornings out with a nice hot cup of coffee. Unfortunately, I am not one of them, so I don't have a lot of knowledge about coffee creamers, but I did do a lot of research to help you in differentiating what would be a good choice to put in your morning coffee. So first let's take a look at one of the most classic examples, and this one is by Coffee Mate, this creamer. And the first ingredient on here is corn syrup solids. And unfortunately, this is very harmful to our health. What companies do is they take corn syrup and they dehydrate it, and then they get that dried product that's left over and they put that into the product. The second ingredient is hydrogenated vegetable oil. And as you know from my previous videos, these are trans fats, which are very harmful to our health. They're cheap, man-made, and they're put in the product to help keep it shelf stable and have that silky, creamy texture. But unfortunately, it causes a rise in LDL, or our bad cholesterol, chronic inflammation, heart disease, diabetes, obesity, dementia, cancer, and the list goes on and on. So you always want to avoid any hydrogenated oils. Another ingredient in here, we have a couple emulsifiers, which helps the oil and the water to blend, and some of those have been linked to problems with stomach getting upset. And then natural and artificial flavors. And you also want to avoid these. These are petroleum byproducts that are linked to cancer, ADHD, rashes, asthma, tumors, and lots of other harmful things. So anything that has natural or artificial flavors, you don't want to consume. How about another product? This one is by Great Value. This is the French vanilla creamer. And looking through the ingredients, the first one is vegetable oil. So again, this is this harmful inflammatory oil that we don't want to consume. And it also has, it's a combination of a couple, palm kernel, soybean oil. Those are all harmful. Corn syrup solids is in here again. It has several different preservatives, natural and artificial flavors. One difference is it has sucralose and acesulfame potassium. So these are artificial sweeteners. Sucralose is the name for Splenda, and it's actually 600 times sweeter than sugar. And it does a lot of terrible things to our body, such as headaches, dizziness, mood swings, cramps, vision changes, and it can mess with our liver and our kidneys and our beneficial gut bacteria. So definitely bad news there. And then the acesulfame potassium, that has been linked to lung and breast tumors and leukemia and chronic respiratory disease. And it actually stimulates insulin even though it doesn't have any calories. So you can kind of see the long-term effects with that. So both of these products are not products that I would recommend. Instead, what you want to look for is something like perhaps coconut cream. This one is by So Delicious. It's dairy-free. This is a liquid. They also make a coconut milk powder that you could try. And the ingredients on here are very simple: organic coconut milk, organic coconut cream, and just a couple, one gelatin gum. So this is a much better product that you could do. A lot of my friends like to put in 1 tablespoon of grass-fed butter and 1 tablespoon of MCT oil. And I did a video, I think, about that earlier. That stands for medium chain triglycerides, and those boost our metabolism and our cognitive function. So definitely a good thing to put in your coffee, and add a little touch of cinnamon, and that would taste really great as a substitute. I also am going to include in the notes here some Amazon links to some products that you might want to purchase as well that would be a healthier alternative to coffee creamer. So in conclusion, we want to avoid any types of products that are high in harmful oils, that don't really have any dairy in them at all, artificial colors or flavors. We want to watch the sugar content, additives and preservatives. So we want to pitch these things and switch to something like this.